Hi, this is JilliBling. How are you today? Today's project is using Heavenly Hollyhock bundle, which is going to be retiring, and I had it all pulled out ready to go, and it will probably, some of it might be on sale come April 4th, but it's a great time to get this if you like it. I think it's beautiful. The die cuts are very delicate. Can you see how fine that is? And that's 2 layers. Then just a little something on the inside. So this is my thank you card for orders and also for friends. I just had a birthday and people are so kind and so generous, and I want to send a few thank yous. But this one I turned into like just the hello and then sending get well wishes, because I have 1 get well to send and the rest of them are going to be thank you cards. So that's today's project. It's beautiful. Heavenly Hollyhocks, and you know I didn't even use hardly any of the stamps in here, but I want to give them a try. It's kind of fun. So this perfectly fits right behind this die cut, and then this one is, this flower is for right behind this die cut, and I didn't even try those. And I love all the little branches, the little leaves. So layering hollyhocks is the die set, plus hydrangea just for the little tag. Okay. Let's see what's over here. Lots of stuff. Die cuts. And let's start from the bottom of the card. We'll be using all of this product. So basic gray. Oh, and then there's the color refresh. 11 colors are going away, or is there 11 new ones going away and coming in? 11. And there is, I think, 5 new colors. And that's really exciting. Change is hard, but change is good. If you were to think, oh, and this is retired paper, so you could use whatever goes with the colors of flower you want. So if you were to think back to 10, 15 years ago, and if we would have our way and say, no changes, that's just, it's change is necessary. Change is good. So you just have to embrace it. I've said to a few people, for a week, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do without those colors? But it only takes a week, and then I realized there's some fun ones coming. So this embossing folder, it's a 2-pack, is going to stay. This is Elegant Eucalyptus, and it's beautiful. Especially if I can open it. There it goes. It's brand new. I don't know why I haven't used it. It's like, what part of the eucalyptus do you want on your card? And these are just all the little understated details that make our card so nice. Okay, so I'm going to run that through on my machine. Can you see how pretty that is? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's for the words. So this just gets layered on top. You know, I'm going to use liquid glue because there's texture on here. Oops. Heavenly Hollyhock. It's so pretty. Let's give that a second to dry. And you know, I should probably do the flowers next so I could get those to dry, because I'll use liquid glue to attach those. So for the flowers, I'm going to use white for the top layer. When you look on there, see the outline? It's in white. So I'm going to cut this one out, and it just fits. And then on this paper, get it while you can, the shimmery freesia. Oh, freesia is staying. I love freesia. I was trying to use up all the paper before it retired, so it would be gone because it was in color. But I kept buying more. And I have a lot of it, and I love it. Okay, so here's the two pieces. Let me put them on here. Probably see it a little bit better. Isn't that pretty? So to attach it, I'm going to do half at a time. And I could put glue on the back side of the white detailed die, but I found if I put glue along all the edges of this a little bit bolder die, works pretty good. A little bit easier. Glue, glue, glue. At least on the tips. And I know that the white overlay will go over all these outside edges, and then also it'll go over all the stems. So I'm just doing it on half of it for right now. Layer these on top. Isn't that pretty? And I'll give this just a second for the glue to start drying just a little bit and becoming tacky, and then I'll attach it a little bit better. So maybe a minute or two. You could just think about being glued. Okay, and thinking, oh, and these have two packages of them. Flat adhesive backed pearls. I've had them and I've been hoarding them. I don't know why. Waiting for the right project. This, when I look at it, I see yellow highlights, maybe some blue, maybe some green, and of course, a little bit of the purple tones, which I think is perfect for this card. So finally, a reason to pull them out, stop hoarding them. So we'll be using these in a minute. Oh, this is for the inside of the card. See right here? And that is 2 dies. Once again, a detailed for the white and a little bit bolder for the shimmery freesia. You should see my floor. It's like confetti decorated. I let all these pieces go onto the floor, and it's a lot. Just because I have that little Roomba, and she comes around and she just cleans up everything. Somebody said they called their Roomba Whiskers, and I think that's cute because there's that little brush and it looks like whiskers. I should rename herself, that's what we call her, to Whiskers. Oh, oop, I did that on the wrong side. Okay, when in doubt, don't tell anyone. Okay, dry. Oh, I bet you some of you knew that too. You're like, what are you doing? Well, carry on. It's always good to know how to recover from whoopses. Thinking about the cleaner. There, that's pretty. That's better. Okay, so once again, I did only half of it, just because it's easy to control half of it. And then I'll come back and I'll do the other half soon. So let's see how this one is going. The glue had a little bit of time to get sticky rather than just being so liquid. Okay, then to do the other half, do it right to about there. All of the outside edges So today is lunch with the girls, and we are going to go to Lee's Mongolian barbecue. And when pulling up the website, just to include in the invite, they have like regular Asian dishes there, and they look really good too. But whenever I go to the Mongolian barbecue and you put all that stuff in the bowl, then you go and you have them cook it, it's like, okay, they give me hints for what kind of sauce, but it's always just okay. It's never bad, but it's never, wow, I have to redo that again. Next time I need to remember. And even if so, I probably would never remember, because it's like put a half of this in and 2 of that in. That's kind of fun. So that's going to be fun today. Okay, let that one dry a little more. Let's check on this one. Yeah, it's still drying. We'll get it done. Just along the edges. Okay. Okay. Flowers, you dry. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's all the only piece left other than the inside. We could do the tag. So the tag, I like the hello words. So a little bit of embossing buddy, Versamark ink, and hello. And the hello, it's going to die cut. Sometimes I'd have a visual, and I want it going upward, so it's going to be going this way. A little bit of an angle. I think it would fit on there perfectly straight, but I like a little bit of an angle. I had to fix my little clip. Blackberry bliss paper, that's going away too. But we still have razzleberry. Okay, so hello. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. And there it is. Okay, how about if we work on the inside while these continue to dry a bit. They're probably fine to work on right now, but that's okay. And so when this one goes onto here, see how it's a little bit lost just because of the white outline? I am going to add a little bit of color with my mini or small blending brush, soft seafoam. So I was trying to come up with colors, and I thought, oh, I should do it in like the purple families. I thought, oh, that might be too matchy-matchy. So then I was thinking, my first thought is always pool party. So I thought, well, and I saw those pearls sitting there, the flat adhesive back pearls, and I thought, in the pearls I see seafoam. And that's kind of a little bit like neutral. And it's just a hint of color. Then of course I keep going back to pool party. I always do pool party. Then because the card had gray on it, it had basic gray, I thought maybe smoky slate, but I didn't want it to look dirty. Anyhow, just a hint of soft seafoam. And if you end up with splotches like I do, remember that the flower is going to cover it. And I think the darker you do the blending brush, the more the flower will show up. So now that I did all that, I'm going to stamp the greeting on the inside of the card. I probably should have done that first, because if I do a whoops, I always have the other side of the paper. I know you all don't do whoopses. I always do whoopses. Many thanks. And this comes from Heavenly Hollyhock stamp set. Blackberry Bliss, brand new stamp pad. I'll probably keep it around for a while. Many thanks. Perfect. These are thank you cards. Okay, so this just gets put right on here, and that's all that's to the inside. It's still sticking, still attaching. Okay, a little bit of glue. Oh, Stamparatus is going away. It's available while supplies last online. So if ever you were thinking about getting that, it's a good time to do it. April 4th, the retiring list comes out, and there are all kinds of discounts, up to 60% off some things. If you have a question about anything in particular, like a stamp set you were thinking about getting, and you're like, do I have another year to get it, or is it going away? Let me know, and I can look it up, because I have the catalog online, and I can look up in the inventory what stays and what goes. And I would send out the retiring list, but it changes like all the time. As inventory is exhausted, it goes off the list. But you can go to my store, JilliStampinup.net, and that's where the list, fed by Stampin' Up, that's where the list is. Okay. Fresh freesia. In my head, I keep calling this Purple Posy. Purple Posy was an ink color from a few years ago, and it's similar, but it's a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit bluer. I like them both. Okay, the inside is done. Okay, let's work on the outside. Isn't that just beautiful? I love that. So a few dimensionals, and I think this will hold only mini dimensionals, which is fine. So if they're mini, that means I got to use 2 times as much, right? Huh. Okay, that looks pretty good. Where's my sample? Right there, right in the middle. Okay, and then let's do the silver bow so we can attach this. I was thinking down there, but I'm really happy I put it right here in the middle. Elegant trim, gold and silver. Okay, now put this on with a rolled up glue dot. kind of fold it over a few times, just because the elegant trim is really delicate, kind of thin. Okay, so the tag is still off. I'm going to put this right where I want it. Then the tag, I'll put a dimensional on the back of it at the bottom. Then just string this through, put it right there like it's attached. And a little bit of glue to hold the bow. Oh, just trying to clear off the tip and pulled the whole tip out. Okay, so that's drying. Maybe trim these ends up a little bit. They don't need to hang off the card. Then I want these, because I put the liquid glue on there, I think I could somewhat adjust the, like the little arms or the legs, whatever you want to call them, of the bow. Just let that start to dry. Oop, that one's scooching a bit. You stay right there. Okay, and now all that's left is the flat adhesive back pearls. So I'll put on, I think all little ones. Those are pretty big. And I'll put on 3 of them. So 1, 2, aren't those pretty? So that is it. This one is drying. That is it for today's project. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, take care. Bye.